Go Big Red.
Game
Go
day, bitches.
Big Red. It's game day. Return to Glory podcast. Game day pod number 1. Hunter Zarbernicki, Austin Rose, and Dakota Freetag, who can't even wear a Nebraska shirt for the game day pod. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. It's Thursday morning, people, and we're getting a record in so you can have something to listen to on your way down to KC. If you're not already there, Dak and Austin both made the trek last night. I'll be leaving here in a couple of hours.
Already got my morning Modelo going for the game day. I'm ready, man. We're
Austin's
here.
on the horse already.
I'm not yet, but I will be soon.
You just told us you're going back to bed after this.
That's why he's
Yeah,
wearing
but
the
then after
Beatrice gear.
that, it's go time.
It's all about strategies, Zach.
It's-
You know, we
Ain't going down till the sun comes up.
it's a long night, so you gotta conserve yourself. I'm sure I'll take a nap here before then too.
It's going to be a day. It's one of those things that you don't even think about what hurts because you just roll through because it is week 1, day 1 of Nebraska football for 2025. And what we're going to do for our game day tailgate pod previews this year, we're going to have a little fun with little prediction style episodes where things that should happen or shouldn't happen just based on anything really for the day, for the game, and then what we actually think will or won't happen or could happen for our prediction. So we'll get to that here in a second. The atmosphere today, guys, is going to be nuts. And I woke up just.
How'd you sleep last night?
Yeah, did you sleep?
I actually took melatonin, so I
Okay,
knocked
there you
myself
go.
out.
Yeah,
Which
that'll
helped.
do it.
So I knew I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'm pumped for the game, obviously, but the entire day in itself and the hype that this game has already brought, but going to bring today, it's going to be pretty neat. It's going to be pretty special for Husker fans, especially. What we think, 90-95% fans in the stadium being Nebraska fans. I saw meet Andy Reid yesterday upon their arrival as they got down. Here's the one question or the one thought that I have, and this comes with any big game. Will the hype be too much? And for fans, it can never be too much. Like there's no limit. And we can just run that crazy, but specifically talking about the game in itself for week 1 and hype and pressure, whatever you want to call it, can it be too much?
I mean, technically yes, because does the game against Cincinnati really matter? Not really. But you're right. I'm a fan, so I'm gonna look at it from the perspective of the fan, and no, it can't be too much. That's what this is for. That's the whole point. If you're just going in
I would
like a
say, yeah.
malaise, just like meh, just whatever, what's the point?
I'd be very worried if your quarterback was a freshman, because of pregame jitters and all that. I think you're fine with him since he's had a year under his belt. But all those newcomers, I think, to start the game could be a mess with the hype. I don't know. And it's a game, as I said, with sloppy game wins. It seems like hyped up games more too. Everyone's more sloppy at the beginning of games just because everyone's so hyped up.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's
yeah,
what I
no, go
think
for it.
I'm getting towards is which team, and I mean, I think Nebraska with the crowd's going to have a significant advantage there. Which team can control and not overdo it, I guess, and come out. I mean, you obviously want to come out with high flying energy and all of that, but you don't want it so much that it leads to mistakes, leads to stupid false starts, leads to taking too many risks when you don't need to on the field. I think that'll be a big thing to watch early on when we get into our little predictions and thoughts. I have more on this, but
Yeah, I got one thing. So I just thought about this. Do you think Cincinnati will come out with more energy than Nebraska, like the players?
no.
Really?
What game was it last year where they came out? It was one of our easy games, easy, and they came out and it's like, oh shit, this team's got way more energy than us, and they absolutely ran out of juice.
Yeah, who was that?
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah, I
remember.
do. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen that song and dance before. And not. I mean, I know the game last year. There was one specifically that I was like, whoa. And Dak, maybe you'll see that on the sidelines. Like, one thing that Coach Satterfield for Cincinnati is going to have to do is
Not Coach
really,
Satterfield for Nebraska.
he's going to have to get his players jacked up somehow because it's going to be loud. Like, it's going to be crazy, and it's everybody probably anticipates and knows like Cincinnati's not going to walk into it thinking, oh, this could be a 50-50 crowd. No, they know it's probably not.
Yeah, they know it's a road environment.
Yes,
They've heard everything.
Maybe they will visually look jacked up, but our guys are internally like ready to go. And like I said, you just as a coach and as a player, you got to keep those emotions and that excitement and cap it so it doesn't turn into reckless play. I don't know, and maybe this is part of your guys' predictions, but who knows? There's been talk about celebrities and people appearing at the game. I don't know. I think I maybe heard Travis Kelce or the Kelce brothers potentially appearing in the locker room. There's Mahomes potential rumors. There's the crazy outlier prediction of Taylor Swift showing up to the game.
Just announced the engagement yesterday.
So if Kelsey's there, maybe that means Swifty's there. I mean, who knows? I think all this, all of this leads to.
I didn't even think about Taylor Swift being there.
Big Swifty.
I mean, they got engaged just for the Husker game. That's what happened.
That's it. Well, they had to come out as engaged because she was going to be. She's like, oh well, I want to wear my ring to our first outing together.
Yeah,
that's why they had to announce it. Oh man, it's gonna be good. I'm ready. I will say, like, for the most part, most of our starters are they're not upperclassmen necessarily, but they're experienced. I don't know if we have any true freshmen starting anywhere. Am I right?
I don't think so.
On the defensive side, it's like all seniors, it seems.
Correct.
Like. What you don't want to happen is come out way too hyped up and you start getting personal fouls and dumb penalties.
Right, which I don't think will happen because the offensive line's old and the defense is old, which that's where you're going to see those penalties mostly.
Let's hope. I mean, I think you got to trust the culture and the program where we're at now. I think, something like that comes out and you lose a game because of a couple of stupid things early. That would not be good. But I don't want to go negative here for right now. Let's get into some things and let's start like right in the middle. So things that could happen, maybe a 50-50 chance, and then your prediction on whether they will or they won't. That's where we're going to start. So I'll lead off kind of for an example here. So things that could happen. Nebraska wins the turnover battle.
Oh, I have that as well.
Okay, then you go and then I'll change mine.
So, okay, are we doing it by in our show notes?
You go however you want.
Okay. So I had winning the turnover battle by 2 specifically. So I said it should happen, and there is probably a less than 10% chance of us winning it by 2. Because I think we will win the turnover battle, but that I would suspect Cincinnati is probably going to play it a relatively conservative with their offense. They're going to run the ball a lot, try to control the clock. So it doesn't give our defense a lot of opportunities to pick the ball off, unless if Cincinnati has a bad case of the fumbles. But we should win it by more than one. I suspect that our defense is better than their offense. And so I gave us 10% to win by 2 because I basically am giving us, I'm basically saying we're going to have 3, they're going to have 3 turnovers, and we're going to have 1. That's how I feel it's going to shake out.
Okay, I like it because my head was in a very similar spot there on the turnover side. Here's where I'm going to go then. Things that could happen. Could happen. We do not miss any field goals or extra points today. And we're perfect, whether it be we're, I don't know, 2 for 2 on field goals and make all the extra points, but things are going to look smooth. And that could happen. And I'm going to say it will happen because out of anybody in any part of this team that I have been drinking the Kool-Aid on and blind faith trusting in is Mike Eckler in the special teams and figuring this crap out. And I think, if something does come out and we do muff a bad snap and whatever, then oh boy. But I trust the process of Mike Eckler and what he's done.
So are you saying no special team errors or just no missed kicks?
I'm just talking field goals and extra points.
Just field goals and extra points. Okay.
That we will make every one of those, even if we're attempting a 52-yarder, it's going in.
They did announce starting kicker was I'm blanking on his name. Not Can. It starts with the C.
Cunanan. Kyle Cunanan.
I kept wanting to say Cancun. It's like that's not it.
And that I thought that just because that was the guy that Eckler brought in. So that's my could happen and will happen.
I think I agree with that one. That's a good one.
I think the one that could happen, and I'm leaning towards what will happen as we're getting closer, is that Sorsby's going to have like a Howinski Northwestern game in Ireland, where he just balls out and then just sucks the rest of the year. I think, I'm going to go. He's going to have 250 passing yards, 100 rushing yards. I think. So I watched some tape on him. He's a lot better runner than what we thought.
What you saw the clip on social media of his highlight?
Yeah, I did. I started to get sold. I was like, okay, this guy's pretty. Now you can find a hype tape. You can probably find a hype tape of me playing junior high basketball. You can probably make a hype tape of that. But
I'm gonna guess you can't find that.
That's not true. That's not true. For multiple reasons.
But
that would be hilarious if your mom was making hype tapes for junior high. They should start doing that, hype tapes for junior high basketball players, because I know it's gonna be garbage.
Tina, if you're listening, we want just a youth sports hype video of Dak. Anything you got.
You could edit it. She could speed it up, make it look a little more impressive. Those juke moves,
those dunks. So watching that video, I didn't know he was as good of a runner as what I thought coming into it. So I think the ground game's his ground game is going to surprise Nebraska a lot.
I mean, you gave him just 400 yards right there. I mean, that's basically saying they're going to get 500 yards on us.
Say, Dak starting his prediction with a little bit of a stab in the heart. That hurts. A little scary.
Yeah, I don't know. I woke up this morning thinking it's kind of feeling like Nebraska every big game one they like to lose. So I'm like. I kind of woke up. I kind of woke up my tempered expectations. I'd say. Before this coming into today, I was all hyped up, and I'm like, oh, a little bit too much hype. I would say, like we were talking about.
Staying on the things that could happen and won't, and here's one of my fun ones. Things that could happen, and I've heard people talk about, and I think there's an estimate out there about the number of beers that are going to be. Down there and at the game.
Mm-hmm.
and something that could happen, and I guess this is also related to game 1 and home game. Something that could happen is Arrowhead Stadium runs out of beer. I don't think it will happen because I think they're ready for that because they're Chiefs fans and they got it figured out. So I think they're probably fine. Now our first home game, different story.
They're running out of beer that first home game.
There's no way, it's priced too high, and there's too many old people. Think about how many old people go. Like,
hey, we'll save that for next week because it'll be interesting. But I think Arrowhead Stadium's going to be fine. People are going to be juiced up and fired up. Don't get me wrong, but they're not going to run out of beer. They're going to be fine. They're used to it. Chiefs fans are just as crazy as Husker fans. We're going to have a good time drinking some brewskis tonight.
That lines up with what should happen and what's not going to happen is Dak is not going to. He should make it to the football game, but he is not. Dak is not going to make it out of the tailgate.
Wow.
That's one of them. That feels like a walk, Dak. I mean, we were talking about having drinking contests. Shot for shot here, Dak.
See, here's the thing that I'm gonna say should happen, but won't happen.
Hey, no, stop. You're not going to completely avoid Austin just calling you out and saying.
Well, no, it goes off that.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't remember the whole game, but I'm going to. I'm going to be a little tipsy for it, but I'm going to take it easy today and remember the whole game.
Is that because the wild turkey was squawking a little too loud last night?
That might be. Yep, I'm in dial back today.
So
just enjoy the atmosphere.
You're telling me just the general public should expect that you shouldn't remember the whole game. That's what you just said.
In all fairness, that's probably not inaccurate.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, not inaccurate. Oh, now I'll say that, and I'll get to the atmosphere and everything. I'm gonna be jacked up. So that could change as soon as I walk in that place. But my plan is take it easy and just enjoy the atmosphere.
Okay.
Well, I originally was thinking something along the lines of Dak is going to get drunk or should get drunk, and he's going to get drunk, but that doesn't even seem fun anymore based on what you guys had. So I'm going to change that one up, but you're going to have to give me a little bit of time to think.
Oh, yeah, you got time to think. Another one of mine of what might happen and what might happen and what probably will happen. Like we're gonna have 3 rushing touchdowns. Whether that's Dylan or Emmett or Moosey, I think most of our scores are going to be on the ground. I mean, I was thinking about going bold and saying no passing touchdowns, but that just seemed aggressive for the Ferguson approach. But
yeah, I agree. I think that we will. Well, hopefully, hopefully thinking this that we'll be running it more, and not coming out and just throwing it everywhere. But
and the weather's more favorable for throwing than we thought it was going to be.
Correct. The rain forecast is down for today. There might be a little bit of rain this morning.
Right.
But
and maybe a little bit towards the end of the game, but
correct.
For the most part.
I mean, live forecast right now is beautiful out. Nice 65 degrees, no wind right now.
Yeah, we're kicking off right now.
Yep. I have one that could happen, and another one that could happen, I think will happen, is Ja'Cory Barnes is gonna have a 70+ yard touchdown.
70+.
70+ yard touchdown. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a screen on the right side.
Whoa!
Take it to the house.
I mean, that's specific. I hope this happens.
So Dak, here's how you need to think through this. That should be a thing that shouldn't happen.
But will.
And that's probably not going to happen, right? Shouldn't. You wouldn't put a 50-50 bet on that, right?
No.
Don't say yes. But you think it could happen.
Yeah.
Or you think it's going to happen. So
I think it's going to happen. Yep. Calling it screen right side. He's taking the house, and it'll be before halftime.
Wow, you're getting even more specific. If that happens, Dak, I don't even know. I'd be floored.
Here's where I'll go with my next one is related to Cincinnati's defensive lineman. I don't have his name pulled up, but the NFL prospect, defensive tackle, probably the best defensive tackle in the Big 12. What I think should happen is he should have a great game, like just because his talent, right? And our offensive line has some confidence and some high hopes coming into the year. I do think he's going to give us problems. So I'm having a should give us problems and will give us problems up front. And I don't think people should be surprised by that. This guy's good. Like he's a very talented big dude and is talked about across the country too. So don't be surprised if early on this guy gets in there and causes some wreck and havoc. If we hold him up and I'm wrong on this, and I like our chances because I think that means we're going to dominate the line of scrimmage. But I think the line of scrimmage, guys, it's going to be a big factor. And he's a big reason why on the Cincinnati defensive side, our defensive line has questions too. So just throw that in there is maybe if people aren't familiar with Cincinnati, they got a damn good defensive lineman. And that's where he's at on the field. And while I'm talking, I'm going to find his number here.
Yeah, mine was similar to that. Was it shouldn't happen, but will happen. Is it's going to be a basically a one-score game all the way up through the fourth quarter. I think it's going to be tight up until the end when we kind of when our talent kind of starts to run away with it. But I think especially the first half, I expect it to be a pretty tight game.
Yeah, Dante Corleone's his name. He's going to be number 2, so easy to spot as a defensive lineman. He's a 6'1", 335-pounder. Big dude up front.
Probably miss him. That's a thick dude. Is what that is.
Thick. That's a stout dude.
That's a big fella. That's you know what? That's the height and weight that I put out. I thought I was going to see Austin at today.
Give me 12 hours, Dak. There's a lot of time to eat.
So here's I don't think hasn't happened yet, but will happen. Hunter is going to bet on Cincinnati spread before the game.
He probably already has. Look at that. Look at that face. He already bet on it.
I have not yet.
He told me yesterday he hasn't yet.
I have not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so it has not happened yet, but it will happen.
What is the spread still 6.5? Husker fans haven't moved it yet.
Correct. It's moved a lot. I bet you it's pretty locked in. Now there could be some late sharp money that comes in one way or the other, but I'll bet you it's pretty stable right now at 6.5.
What's the over under?
Like 51.5, 52.
Yeah, 52.5, I think I saw.
Ooh, that's a pretty good number.
Which that's going over. Everybody bet that. That is going over.
I think I agree. I think I take the over and I take the Huskers over the spread.
That is my lock of the I'm just gonna say right now, it's my lock of the week right there.
The over?
The over in this game is going, it's gonna be, I guess that's another prediction. It's gonna be a shootout.
God.
I mean, you guys count, would you guys say 45-28 is a shootout?
Yes.
Well,
shootout's a strong word when you win by 17.
The
if
style
it's 28-28
will be a shootout more.
There you go.
Yeah, it'll be more, the score, I guess, will be.
Yeah, I got 2 more that come to mind. One, and we're going down this road anyways. Things that shouldn't happen, but I think is going to happen. Dylan Raiola throws an interception on drive number 1.
Wow.
And
I think
the hype, all of the extracurricular stuff is going to get in Dylan's head. And he's shown none of it. He has not proven, he's not shown that he lets that stuff affect him.
It's game day, Hunter.
I know, and I started off hot. I'm finishing where I'm finishing here. But I think the hype's going to get to him. Drive number 1, interception, because he tries to force something that's not there. And
no, they're not gonna. The drive 1. That is the most manufactured drive. They have been practicing drive 1, and he's.
I know, and that's why I'm saying it shouldn't happen. It should be scripted. It should be perfect. And then all of a sudden, Dylan tries to force one in on 2nd and 1 on a drag across the middle to Corey Barney and sees everybody and tries to squeeze it in the hole between the safety and the corner, and the corner jumps it. Interception.
No. We're scoring drive 1. Calling it right now. That's not a should and would. I'm just calling it right now. One of mine was what shouldn't happen, but will maybe happen. It's the old faces. There's low contributions from any new players on outside of the O-line. So everyone that makes plays is in the secondary. That's the senior that's been Nebraska, Jacory, Emmett, Heinrich. You hardly hear anything from Dane or any of the other new offensive pieces.
I'm just I've been high on Dane Key since for a long time, more than probably you guys for sure.
Which I don't understand. You were such a poo-poo and Lanayer and Banks and also Dane Key's like, oh well, this guy's from the SEC.
I don't know why.
This guy's a real baller.
See, I'm gonna be on Hunter's side here. I think Dane Key is a lot better prospect than Nair and Banks.
Guys, I know why I'm high on him. Because he's a freaking dude on the video game. That's why.
Well, okay. I think
it really is.
In real life, he is.
A month ago, or 2 months ago, whenever the game came out, I had no idea what this guy was built like or what anything. And then I started playing with him. Like, this guy is fast. He's tall. He's a possession guy. He doesn't drop passes. And I love throwing to him on the video game. So that's why.
That's fair. As long as you know why. I was like, I don't get it. You're such, and like last year, like Banks and Nayor, they were like, so the 2 are like the top, I don't remember, 5 wide receiver transfers. Dane Key's in the same boat. You're like, oh, this Dane Key guy. But last year, like, I'll believe it when I see it on the field. Why are these guys transferring? Huh?
I'm getting my last one out of the way so we don't end on this. But things that shouldn't happen, and we shouldn't lose this game, right? We're favored.
No. Dak, we got to stop him right now.
I'm just going to say we shouldn't lose the game. Guys, I'm going to the game. So maybe you could categorize this as you should lose the game because I'm going to it.
But it's like a home game.
It is, but it is. And I've counted my other Arrowhead neutral site game on my record, and we're going to lose. And I'm telling you, this is why I do. Dak asked me yesterday, will I just be, what was the word you used? Disappointed or distraught? Distraught if we lose. My answer to that, I mean, I'll be upset, but I'm trying not to be distraught because I'm just expecting a loss because that's what Nebraska does when I go to road games. And
that's so unhealthy, Hunter.
I own that. But guess what? This is going to make, if we happen to somehow win and my prediction's wrong, so much better and so much more excited. Is this a traditional Husker fan? No. Do I sit there in the crowd rooting and hoping that we lose? No. But I just expect a loss because that's what we do when I go to road games. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope.
Why did you start with that? That is such a sour way to end this.
That's why we're not ending on it, because you guys get to turn us back around. So throw tomatoes at me after my prediction's wrong when we win. Feel free. But until I can get in a car after a game away from Memorial Stadium and be happy, I'm just not going to try to, because my heart's been broken so many times on road games, and it's not going to break my heart this time because I'm used to it. I'm numb to it.
I don't believe you'll be a complete mess if they lose this game.
I won't.
You're gonna be so freaking pissed.
No, you will be a complete
I'll be
mess.
upset. I'll be frustrated, but I'm not. I'm expecting to lose. This is how I control my mind.
You got to think there'll be
All right.
alcohol involved with you too. You'll be a mess.
No.
I'll flip this around. Up to you guys to bring us home.
Mine was gonna be. Oh, go for it.
I'll throw in because it's kind of a sour note here.
Oh my gosh.
Things that might happen, but I don't think will. Get your hearts ready to drop here. Cincinnati gets the ball first, drives down, scores touchdown. Nebraska goes 3 and out. First drives.
I already said we're gonna score on the opening drive, so yeah.
And I said Raiola was throwing a pick, not going 3 and out. So,
well,
that's
it could be on the 3rd down or 4th down.
If that happens, I think, I mean, it'll be just replay of every first game.
You guys suck. Boo. This is supposed to be our. You're all
because you got to think if Cincinnati wins that coin toss, they're going to take the ball.
Yeah.
There's no way they don't. That's the only thing they want to do is get this crowd out of it right away. I guess there's another thing that's going to happen. Cincinnati wins the coin toss, they get the ball.
I feel like that's 2. There's a 50% chance of the coin toss, and then they have a 50% chance. That's a
yep.
Okay, so bold. Well, I don't. You guys are making me zag so hard on the positive because it's just
you gotta flip the script.
I was gonna say that the game MVP was gonna be on the Nebraska defensive side. There's gonna be I don't know who, if it's Keona Davis or in the backfield, someone who has a couple interceptions, but we're gonna walk away being like, oh shit, our defense is better than we thought it was gonna be, and this guy's a dude, and this guy's a dude. That's not as positive as I need to be after your 2 little piss poor performances there.
Any updates to your guys' score prediction? I'm not changing mine. I think I had Cincinnati 24-21. Dak, you said 45-28.
I have no idea. I have no idea what I said the first time. Put that in as my prediction. 45-28.
I think I had this 27-17 if I remember correctly.
Here this will end us a little bit better. So I maybe we'll do this for every game. I don't know, but big chat GPT guy, AI. I use that for a lot of stuff now, and asked them to give me a pretty detailed prediction, some key plays for the game. So, and then write me a little newspaper article. The headline: The Arrowhead Miracle. Huskers stun Cincinnati 28-24. And how this game ends with 3:12 left in the game, trailing 24-21, Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola launches a desperation throw after scrambling on 3rd and 11. Aimed for Dane Key, the ball was tipped by a Cincinnati defender, and coming in from behind is Ja'Cory Barney, who sprints 61 yards to the end zone as the Huskers take the lead 28-24 and get a stop and win the game.
I mean, that'd be pretty sick. I would like for us to win a little closer than that.
There you go.
Did either of you guys watch?
I'd like for Nebraska to win by more.
I
do. So there's double jinx going. I did bet on Nebraska. So Hunter's going to road game. I bet on Nebraska. So we have a double jinx going.
We're going to be fine, guys. You are too sour. Did either of you guys watch?
I'm still excited. I'm not excited. Like I'm pumped for today. I'm not trying to be a negative Nelly. I'm just trying to get my mind right. And guys,
that's foolish. That's so foolish, Hunter, because you're gonna be pissed regardless. You might as well be excited about it and just have the come down.
I will be upset, but here's the thing.
Don't. Oh, I don't know.
No, here's the thing.
Let's hear the thing.
You control it to where I'm gonna be pissed, but instead of being like pissed, like a 10 out of 10 pissed, I'm only like a 8 out of 10 pissed.
You're so naive, Hunter. You're
you're gonna be a 10. If they lose, you're gonna be a 10 out of 10.
You don't want it. 10 out of 10.
We literally went 3-6, and every loss you were probably like a 10 out of 10. It's
I
like,
know.
well, why?
I know what I'm saying. What I'm not going to be like that anymore.
Yes, you are. You can't. That's who you
I'm
are,
numb to
Hunter.
it. I'm numb
It's
to
who
it.
you are. You literally sent text like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep. We could go at 3 a.m. tonight. You know,
I know,
like,
but
I
that has
might be
nothing
able
to do
to
with winning. That just has the atmosphere, the
You're
enjoyment
buying
of the
into the
day.
hype this year for the first time. You're buying in the hype this year for the
You
first time
started to
I've heard
sip
you in a
the
long
Kool-Aid.
time.
I I did, but I controlled myself. We're not there.
No, it's naive. Just allow yourself to have fun beforehand, because what's the point of being sad before and after? At least have the, at least be happy before you go.
I'm not sad now. I'm not saying
You
I'm
are.
sad.
You
I'm
are
not.
Mr. Sour Grapes.
I'm excited. I am more excited today than anything, but it has nothing to do with the outcome of the game. I am more excited for this opening game than I have been in a lot of time, a lot of years. I mean, maybe any year.
Maybe since Frost's first game that got rained out.
Yeah, maybe, but that doesn't mean I think we're gonna win. I want us to win.
I'm so disappointed in you.
All right.
Now,
Also,
here's one more. Here's one more that will happen. There will be tears shed when the Return to Glory boys meet.
Yes, that's exactly what will happen. I mean, Dak's gonna be the one crying, right?
Yep. Maybe bawling.
Maybe. We never got our call from New Heights and buzzing with the boys. I kind of expected us to be kind of like the third party in that group, but nothing ever shook out. Sorry, guys.
eventually, someday too, we'll have our own little booth at a tailgate. We can just sit down and
Yes.
podcast at a tailgate.
Are we doing a tailgate pod?
We'll see how the tailgate goes.
No, that's right now. That's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing right now. The game day tailgate pod.
Well, maybe there won't be tear shed then.
Worst case scenario, we lose this football game. Volleyball plays on Sunday.
Nah, my mind will be ready for it. All right. Well, we'll see you boys down there. Safe travels for everybody traveling down to KC. Yeah, let's have a day. Let's have a freaking day. Go Big Red.
GVR.
Go Big Red.